Hello everyone. So today you're going to be looking at 2.1.2. How can I rewrite a decimal? And so you're going to go to 2.1.2 on the left side of your tabs. Click on this lesson, and you should be looking at this beginning part that says in lesson 2.1.1, you worked with different fractions and found ways to rewrite those fractions as repeating and terminating decimals. All right, so now in this lesson, we are going to reverse our thinking and instead represent decimals as fractions. And so this looks familiar to us, right? The representation of a portions diagram. And here we have fraction, decimal, and percent. All right. And so if we drop down to 218, it says complete the representation of a portion web for each number below. An example for 2/3 is shown at the right. And so notice 2/3 as a fraction is up top. As a decimal, it would be 0.6 repeating. That's what that line over the top of the 6 means, repeating. And then we have 66 and 2/3 percent, or 66.6 repeating percent. And then what you're going to do is create a diagram just like this for every single one of these letters, okay? So first you do 7/10. You would say that'd be 7/10, and then you would maybe have it as 0.7 for your decimal, and then you'd have to figure out what the percentage is. All right, you'd have to list all three representations of that portion. And then you're going to move down to 219, and with your calculator, you're going to check to make sure that these decimals create fractions that you come up with, all right? And so you're going to look at 0.19, and you're going to say, okay, what fraction would this be? Is it going to be out of 100? Is it going to be out of 1,000, out of 10? And then you're going to check using your calculator to see if you were correct in that fraction you created. All right, and then you're going to complete 220. It's a question about Jerome working at the fraction factory. And then for 221, you're going to do kind of the opposite of what you just did up here. So instead of converting these decimals into fractions, you are going to convert these fractions into decimals, all right? And again, you can use your calculator here, and you're going to be looking for a pattern to see if these answers are related to each other, okay? And then you're going to complete all the way through 223. If you want to give 224 shots, go ahead, but it is kind of difficult. And then what you're going to do is move down here to the math notes, and you're going to look at how to convert from fractions to decimals to percents, something we have been working on quite a bit now. And notice there's a lot of helpful stuff down here. We have decimal to percent, fraction to percent, and then explaining, terminating, and repeating decimals, so everything you need there. And then there's a review and preview for everything you've just done up here for the core problems, and you can always refer back to the math notes. All right, and your review and preview problems are 226 through 230, so not that many problems. Again, you have these homework help buttons, very useful, so definitely utilize them. Here it can give you answers, sometimes it'll give you hints. All right, so that is what you're going to be doing today.